Hey guys, this is Kirop speaking, and today we are back in Automation Light Campaign V2 with Vista Automotive in Achana, building all kinds of shitty cars, which are kind of awesome. And as you can see, our score is through the roof. But today we are going to design a follow-up version to the Pico 95, but we are going to do so in 2004. So let's just advance a few months and see how things go. Alright, here we are. We had a profit of 9 billion this year. Even though we paid for a lot of new plots in the last episode there. That is impressive. Anyway, we pause here and take a look at our R&D currently. The body is getting there, the aerodynamics is as well, and the top end is slowly progressing. Nothing we want to wait for directly, so what I'm going to do is just jump straight into the design of the Pico 95, and remember that we had the base, the premium and the luxury, kind of a standard setup. And there is a perfect body for this little bugger, so let's design one. Look at it! Isn't it tiny and cute? And I wonder if this one actually might be better because it has 5 doors. And is it even smaller? I think it might even be a little bit smaller and has more cargo. This is more like us, I would say. The other one is kind of too fancy. It's oh yes, look, we can make it awful looking. That's perfect for Vista Automotive. Like, how can we make it more ugly? Ah, yeah, that works. Oh yes, give it to me. Ah, is this the most awful morph for this body? I ask you. I would say it is worthy of a Vista Automotive designer. And let's put quality up to 6, and we put a monocoque frame on it, steel, because it's dirt cheap, front transverse, and double wishbone. This will mean that it's a tiny engine, and steel here as well, quality plus 6. And the grills love this car. They love to drive it too, so that's all good. A little bit too much cooling for this, as we are going to put an inline 3 engine into it. But a 5-door version of this car is pretty cool. And we make it mint green, because mint green is the color of the Pico. And front wheel... front wheel drive, yes, that's correct. Inline 3, let's see how much engine we're... Oh, fuck. We can put in here, or not. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Yes. 900cc. Oh, yes. 950cc. It's massive. Look at it. Oh, shit. Now it fits again. This might need some adjusting, it seems. We are so close to it not fitting. Oh, as soon as we put on the pistons, maybe it doesn't fit anymore? No, it doesn't. And we put low friction cast on here as well. Get some nice familiarity with them. No, it doesn't fit. Performance doesn't fit either. Race? No, race doesn't fit either. What the hell? Throttle per cylinder fits. Do we want to put on throttle per cylinder on this configuration? Maybe not. Let's see if we can make it fit. Oh, fuck. We have to reduce it by basically 50cc. Oh, that is more than 5% of the capacity. That might mean that we have to rev it a little bit higher. Let's make it cam profile 40 instead. Kind of mid-rangey engine. Or we put throttle per cylinder on it. We could try that instead. Yeah. Yeah, how expensive is it though? Maybe not a good idea. Okay, let's go with the cheaper option first. Standard, yes, it fits. Regular, and all the economy. Maybe not all the economy. 14.7, yes, perfect compromise. And plus 10. Very good. a short cast, and this one will not make much power. Here we go, but it's complaining. Is it complaining? I guess it is. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, the damn pistons. How much less revving do you want to have me do? Yeah, 54.2 horsepower. Might be a little bit on the short side of things, on the low side of things. And the exhaust flow is a little bit on the high side of things. As we can see here, this is much better. The economy rating is superb. And we can just give it a little bit more timing. It doesn't like more timing though. Does it like less timing? And more compression maybe? It does! Yeah, that's much better. Alright, let's go with this engine for the time being and see how well it performs or not. For the gearbox, automatic it is. We only need 5 gears for this crap box and pretty low spacing so that we... Yeah, do we want to have third gear to go to 100? I guess we do. Just like this. Yes, optimized for massive acceleration, as you can see. And we want to be a little bit on the cheap side of things overall. So medium tires here. 175s is pretty large for this one. I think 165s is more than enough. Well, this one says 205s is the optimal width. I don't know about that, but we could try something like it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. It does look a little bit mean, I have to say. Let's just try it out. Well, the good thing about this all is that this car basically has no cooling requirements. The bad part about it is that the body is god-awful for aerodynamics. Has a base area, even though it's so tiny, of 0.7 square meters. That's pretty large. And that's effective area, not actual frontal area. We are going with 4 seats. Maybe, do we want to cram in 5? Let's see what the basic guys do want. No entertainment, of course. Power steering and anti-lock. Oh yes, launch control. No. Oh no, they stole it from us. Now the only thing we can really use is standard, it seems, and reduce it by 1. Alright, let's go with standard safety then. Makes it lighter. That's positive. And here we have the car. Drivability isn't all that good. Practicality is pretty decent though. Let's see if it gets much better with... Oh, yes. And they do like this. Let's choose the correct categories too. So this would be city, budget, and city we want to aim at. And for the tires, we reduce this by 2 steps. And there we have a much better drivability overall. But what the hell is going on with this roll angle? My god, this is terrible. Alright, it's still wobbly as fuck, but now with this... because it's so narrow, I guess. And pretty high, it just sways like a boat. Also, the springs are very soft. Okay, optimized for basically practicality, which is the main concern of city car buyers, I would guess. And let's check out the brakes. Ooh, the brakes! Oh my god, that's terrible. Let's move this to 0 and soften up the pads as much as we can. That gives a little bit of brake fade, unfortunately. Let's reduce this. Well, they still like the fadey version better. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, let's make them small in the front. Does this give more brake fade? I don't quite like it. Maybe we should go with drum rear. No, that was a little bit too much fade for them. They're not compatible to this. No, let's go. Let's go with something more reasonable. Alright, much better. Yes, 3% fade is too much for this little car, it seems. And now for the markets. Well, yes, they do like this stuff. In Achana, oh, look! It's all green. It's just what we want. And the 7,300 sounds super cheap. Alright, here we are. So, all is named. And now we need to do our cloney stuff. Make the premium real quick. I have my doubts though. Let's see. Even in the standard version, we might be running into some problems with the performance overall. Oh yes, massive problems with the performance. No, we need to change this. I think this requires some rethinking of the suspension geometry. Now, if we do this instead, yes, oh shit, yes, let's delete this one first. So now it's all good, I hope. Let's see if the game still complains. No, the game is smart about it. Okay, cool. So here we go. We want to change the front suspension to McPherson strut so that we have more room here. And now let's see how much more engine we can fit in this bastard. Oh, is this actually correct? I don't think it is. Let's see if we go forward and we go backward. And now we can increase it. Yes. Automation is not always really logical about things. 6% was the penalty we had. So I think a 1.2 liter engine would do much better. Let's get the graphs back. Oh yes, open up the exhausts, open up the floodgates. This is good. How much does it? Oh yeah, 86. Still far away from this. And knocking too, which is good because this means we can get more performance. 72 not kilowatts. Kilowatts would be really nice in this case. Maybe we can. Doesn't like it because of all the knock. It's 72.6. So now it's a 1,200 engine instead. And let's see how much penalty we receive. This is looking better. And oh yes, much higher drivability because of it. And did we even get better fuel economy? That's really nice. So where is it? Detailed stats, performance, penalties, 0. Yeah, that's where we want it to be. And oh, that tuning, yo, that's slightly off because of the tire size, I assume. Ah, now it doesn't fit anymore because of the different suspension geometry. We can fix this. Ah, all the flares. Oh yes, look at this. Drivability 71. Now we're talking. And there we have it. Perfect. 71.3. This is the base version. No penalties anymore. Much better setup overall. Okay, now from here we can do some cloning. Okay, so standard stuff, premium and standard CD. And what does... Oh yeah, we need to change this a little bit. More camber in the front, less in the rear, and there we have it re-optimized. That's quick. Yep, that's perfect. Okay, let's go with this. Check the demographics too. Oh yeah, city premium, but that's Ahana, so in every other nation that will be the actual middle demographic. Let's see, city eco and city. Yes, perfect. So now we are cloning this one. And do our standard stuff, luxury, and ouch, no. We're not going to do this. Maybe put the 2 seats in there. Oh yes, 2-seater. We might want to take a look at this for the other versions as well. So in this case, it's very clear because it's we are aiming at the luxury segment, and the luxury segment really doesn't care that much about practicality. They want to be seen. So probably they're just taking their bimbo girlfriend to town or something. Exactly. And that only requires 2 seats. So that's good. And that's fine for this one. And for the premium, I'm not too sure. Maybe we want to reduce this in seat count as well. Yeah, that's on the edge, really. I think we should go with basic 5 seats. And then for the others, we keep it that way. So practicality goes up even more for this one, but this one really cares about practicality. So I think that is the best compromise we can have. Just quickly readjusting a few things here. And for the premium, I think we already had 4 seats, so that's all good. No readjustment needed here. And for the luxury version, which now is fully designed, 70.9. Neat. We should check out if we have any penalties right now. I don't think... Oh, yeah. There is a small performance penalty that starts to sneak in here. But we don't really care, do we? Alright, everything is set up. This is the premium version, or the luxury version rather. And we're scoring well before the factory. And for the engineering, oh, just 2 years and 11 months. That's nice. And we can even get it down to exactly 4 years. That is what I like to see. We are going with this. And all the reliability, and can reduce it. Yes, perfect. 4 years it is. And we have a reliability of 84 and almost, yeah, well, 91. It's amazing. Our cars are so damn reliable. It's amazing. Okay, we have this production. Oh, it's only on a large factory. Interesting. Interesting. Also, what is interesting is that our family is still missing here. So somehow the factory got swallowed by it. Maybe it gets released as soon as the car gets out of production, or it gets into production and the old factory is cancelled. Then I think it will reappear here. But for the Pico, yes, that is a question. Do we want to build a massive factory for this one too? I think we don't want to do that. We can always just cram out a little bit of extra score by making things more expensive. So let's assign this one. It should be good. And now let's see. This is just 500 million, large 3, cars made per day 900. 900 isn't that many though. And 1,200 engines. It's all good. We go to 2.5 shifts as a baseline. A match to car, just, that's perfect. And wow, yeah, that one really scores well. Let's do all the markups. We can sell this one at plus 80, this one at plus 50, or even plus 60, I guess. And this one at plus 40, or 50? Can we go even higher? Yeah, we can. This is crazy stuff. Okay, here we go. So this is 12 months until break even at a cost of 2 billion. That's nice. Let's sign off on this. And now, you wonder what is up next? Well, it seems like the only thing missing here is, let's see, we have the dash. It's the Taurus. The Taurus, our favorite production. Yeah. Wow! The Taurus is crazy. Look at this. The Taurus alone has made a profit of almost 17 billion. Yeah, profits per month are 352 million bucks. Awesome. What is the Gent 92 doing here? Oh, fuck. It has so many engines. Sell for scrap. Who wants to have a few engines? Just for 7.5 mil. Yes. Oh, some good engines there too. So these are gone now. That's very good. And yeah, should we build the Taurus? I mean, it's such a simple build. What do we have here? Heavy delivery and light delivery. Super quick to build, I guess. We do want to readjust what cars are made. More heavy delivery are required. And why are we producing so few? Let's crank this up like crazy. That should satisfy the markets. But before we design a new Taurus, let's wait another year, because this one really doesn't need a revamp just yet. It's still selling really well, and the buyers of these cars don't care whatsoever. So let's advance a year and just see how things go. Alright, here we are. Year 2005, and we had another profit of 8.5 billion. Only paid 2 billion in taxes, that's fine. And now it is time to redesign the Taurus real quick, and there's not much to talk about. I just had this readjustment going, and that was going well, so now they are more even in how much produce we have. Overall, we are producing a little bit too much of the heavy delivery right now, but we can have it going for a while longer. So now let's make a new one. And the Taurus, there's nothing new here, but of course we are going to use this one, as always. Yeah. Alright, morphs are done. That's the standard stuff. And we just want to have a heavy delivery and a light delivery version. Nothing more simple than this. We are going with leather, steel, front longitudinal, double wishbone, leaf, panel material is steel, and 6, not 7. We could make it a little bit cheaper. And then grills. And rear wheel drive for this one. I don't think we need longitudinal 4x4, because that category is kind of taken by the elephant already. Let's make this one dark green. And what engine are we using? I would like to use one once again in the inline 4, but last time I think the 3-liter one was it large enough? We could make a 4-inch version like this. That would be 3.3 liter inline 4. Still, yeah, still easily fits in there, which means low multipliers on the service costs. That's valid. Could even make it cast, and that makes it slightly cheaper. How much cheaper is that? Oh, it's a good 100 bucks cheaper in production for the engine. But also the weight balance is slightly offset by that. I don't like this in general. That means you need more front tire. And in general, these cargo vans have troubles with... they are struggling with empty versus full and shit in the tuning. So, yeah, not going to go there. But they do care about the low friction cast stuff. So let's see how high we can rev this beast of an engine. 3.3 liter inline 4. And of course, all the quality that is available, because they do care about reliability a lot. Okay, a little bit of knock. We can deal with this. Let's see, it wasn't too far off. 90.8, 157 horsepower. A little bit on the low end, maybe. And maybe we can rev a little higher. Oh, there it takes a nosedive. 160 horsepower. And sounds pretty nice. And this is already more or less maxed. This thing doesn't need many gears, and certainly not a high speed or top speed rating of 370 kilometers now. Oh, spacing to 100. They like their low gears. And enough overdrive to... we don't want to suffer performance penalty too much. A little bit of an overdrive gear. Maybe you can go a bit higher. Something like this. Don't need to invest everything into quality. It's all good. Okay, these tires do look like they fit the car. 205 is pretty wide, but then again, there's a lot of weight on them. Better give it a little bit more surface area. Otherwise, there will be trucks in every asphalt it crosses. And vented discs. This one probably needs a 2-piston, but large setup. And here 1 piston, also very large. 300 in the back. Semi-clad, nothing fancy, but here we do want to have a lot of cooling going for it. 360 would be 3 times. Sounds good, yes. Quality, seats just 2. Do we want 3? Maybe for the practicality, yep, that could work. Basic interior, all the quality, no entertainment. And power steering, anti-lock brake system. And the only one that isn't penalized here is the standard. We're going for this one again. And no quality added. Wow, look at that oversteer. That's a little crazy. So we want to drop these? Yes, much better. And there we already have optimized the drivability for this one. Now for the brakes. Can use a little bit more in the rear to optimize for utility. As you can see, it quite significantly reacts to this. Maybe they want even more. Let's see. Yeah, not that much. No, but yeah, that kind of works. I think this works. Okay, all the naming is done. So what's missing? Of course, checking demographics. That is missing. Oh, heavy utility is not so much what this one is for. Oh, damn it. Okay. So heavy delivery doesn't really like it quite as much as the normal delivery, but still very close. Very close. It's just like 3% off from here. Less than that even. 2.7, 2.8%. So that's good. And yeah, light delivery will be easy to make. We just make it smaller. Okay, let's take a look at the performance stat. We do have enough power for this one. That's also good news. So the only thing we need to do now is to clone it. And of course, this can't really be it, can it? We do need to change the morphing quite a bit. Make it much smaller. Oh, look at it, how cute! Still has all the cargo space up here. Just a much smaller footprint. Should be pretty good like this. Let's move through here once again. I hope we still do have the engine space. Move to the trim and back, and it fits, yes, good. And here, what do we have here? Light delivery, 206. Has it recalculated? Not quite. Light delivery, yeah, it's kind of the same. Why is it the same? Should be very different. Maybe we need to change something here. Oh, it's not optimized yet. Oh, it's completely fucked. Okay. Yeah, that should help. Okay, that is much better. Look at this. We have optimized it for drivability, and now it's at 63.3. It's a much smaller vehicle. It's easier to handle. So overall, just good. And let's take a look here. Do we want to have a 2-seater? Doesn't make much difference, does it? Yeah, still useful though. So let's go to the heavy delivery and also reduce it to 2 seats. One thing that will change pretty drastically is the performance of the light delivery one here when it comes to pricing. And we need to be aware of that. They are much more price sensitive than the heavy delivery category. I've re-optimized the brakes slightly. They were a bit too powerful for this car. And now, I think it's time to move on through engineering. And 84, that's definitely a good stat. And can we reduce funding for a 4-year time? What do we want to go with? We can have it a little bit sooner. 3.6 years. Let's take 3.6. And here we... Oh, fuck. Wow. 4.9. Where does this come from? Is that the pistons or something? No, bottom end is 5.2. Top end is what is really killing it. What did we choose there? Oh, dual overhead cam. Yeah, there you see what that makes a difference. Like, some of you were pointing out, like, why, Kirob, why don't you choose dual overhead cam? That's the reason why. It just takes ages to manage to engineer. Now, we are going with overhead cam 4-valve, and now we have to recalculate the cars. Woohoo! Wow, that's a big difference. That's much better. So, yep, here you see why I'm going with with single overhead cam 4-valve instead of dual overhead cam. That is just much better for this vehicle. And we need to recalculate the heavy delivery too. Let's hope this one doesn't suffer from a loss in drivability with this new engine. Engine is fine. Let's step forward here and have it recalculate. Is this the big one? This is the big one. And heavy delivery is at 105. A little bit of optimization needed here as well. It's pretty good for drivability overall. And now let's take a look. This should be worse for light delivery. Heavy delivery is now up there. Very good. Okay, we corrected that mistake, and now let's go to engineering and have another look. We have 3.5 years here now, and why doesn't it change? Ah, there it changes. Okay, let's do 3.5. There we go. And yes, much better. 3.4 years. And let's make this 3.5. Just at the edge to 6. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now this is a little bit more under control. And of course the values were the old ones, and now I've clicked on it and you can see, like, whoop, instead of 28 or something, now we have 14 here. It's more sane. The Taurus is already in a huge factory, or yeah, huge main factory and large free engine factory. I'm going to continue with this one. The Svaclav. Was it that? Svaclav. Yes, the Svaclav plant. We modernized this one for 777 million. And they just about cannot keep up with the engines made per day. Are you serious? Do you need to build a huge factory? Guess we do. Yeah, I guess we do need to build a huge factory. We do have the money, and it's just 2 billion to upgrade. Then that means that we can just amp up the shifts to whatever, well, yeah, whatever we want, basically. And they won't complain, because this one will always remain at something more reasonable and actually cheaper to produce. So overall, that will give us a better production price. And now these are looking very good. But this is without markup, obviously. Yeah, so here we are. about equal in settings, and I think this means we are ready to sign this one off. 20 months until break even. Not too bad. Let's start this one. And I think this means we are done with all the redesigns here. And if we wait long enough, then our large factory that produced the family vehicle will also unlock, and we might be able to put something entirely new into it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.